Morning, my name is Dan Meyer, and I am the CEO of DMAI, or Decision Making Analytics and Intelligence. And we're here today to talk about analytics and how to use that to make decisions. So a lot of people make decisions every day, especially business owners, leaders, managers. They have to make thousands of choices a day. And what we're going to talk about in today's training is how to use data to make better choices or make more intelligent choices. So what we're going to do is go through a bunch of exercises, talk about some different research, look at different patterns out there in the industry for BPOs especially about what they're doing to bring more analytics into their businesses. And from that we can all learn how we can make better, more data-driven decisions that will allow us to be able to be more efficient, to be more productive, to save money, and to just basically run our businesses better. So today we'll be training about 40 people, and the training will be for a full day. Like I mentioned before, we go through several exercises where we do hands-on experiential training where you actually get to do decision-making and analysis yourself. So that way people can walk out of the class with some skills they picked up, as well as they'll learn a lot about how to think about a big picture project, how to break it down into parts, and how to use data to figure out how to get each part of it done. One of the cornerstones of the training that I do is using an application called Tableau, which is a free download, tablewsoftware.com, that you can use to do different maps and charts and graphs. So we'll actually play with that software today in the class so people get a taste of what it's like to be an analyst when you're actually out there analyzing different types of data. We'll also do exercises where we mimic a process to figure out how you can use data to improve a process. And we'll also do some market research. We'll pretend we're an analyst working for a big company trying to expand. And so we'll look at the demographics and the competitive landscape of a market to determine how we would suggest that business go about launching a new store or a new product. So those are kind of an overview of what we talk about in the training class. And that comes from my background. So I spent 15 years with Wells Fargo Bank, and Wells Fargo is one of the biggest banks in the U.S. I was a senior analyst there, and I was responsible for doing a lot of market research, a lot of business intelligence, a lot of competitive data gathering. So I took all that knowledge, and I combined that knowledge with my background, which is as an educator. I have a master's in education, and so now I teach people how to become analysts and to do what I did in their business. So this is an approach that's pretty unique. To my knowledge at this point, there's nobody else in the Philippines doing this kind of training. It's very cutting edge. You're starting to see training programs or even educational options in analytics in the U.S. and India, but not too many places in the world. So here in the Philippines, because of the growth in the BPO and call center industry, there's a great need for people that have analysis skills. And then every business needs people that have the ability to analyze data to make decisions. So you combine all that, and then you have a need for a class like this. So this is why I decided to leave my career in the U.S. and move my family here to the Philippines to set up this company I have, DMAI, to do training and consulting on analytics. And so today, that's what we're going to talk about in our training class.